Hey guys, this is Pastor Mel, and I just need to tell you something real quick. Divorce is real. Furthermore, I decided to have one, and I recommend that you do the same. Yeah, that's right. Divorce yourself from every excuse and every self-imposed limitation that has literally already cost you decades, dreams, and destiny. And don't get me wrong, nothing's more beautiful than unity. That's only when we're unified with the purpose that our Father created us. And when we're walking within the musical harmony of divine connections with like-minded people. That's people who want what we want and who value what we value and who are more than willing to lock arms with one another to help each other get to where we can get to together through mutual support. Listen, there's something going down right now, y'all. I hope that you don't miss it. If it's in you, then you know who I'm talking to. My partners and I are like family, and this thing we got is thicker than blood because it's made in the spirit. And it's in the spirit that we decided to make some changes. How do you feel about these changes? Are you ready? Let us know if you need a spot at the table. We're about to participate in the halftime of a lifetime. It's winning season. Father's favor.
Hey, come on in the room. We are so excited to have you here today. This is Travorium by way of Joshua Generation. We are here. Oh, it's going to be exciting tonight. It is going to be some exciting information given out. So I'm going to beseech you to go ahead and get those paper and pen out. Get ready to take some copious notes, because what you are about to hear is going to be mind-blowing. And I have the pleasure of introducing today our two-star director, Pastor Mel Keys, who has already started traveling all over this world, helping people all over this world to save on travel and to just change their lives. I'm telling you, the information you get today is going to be so life-changing. So I just want you to open up your ears, open up your hearts to receive, and get ready to receive none other than my brother, my friend, none other than two-star director, Pastor Mel Keys. Are you ready?
Prophetess Michelle, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Excellent. I'm going to see if I can get First Lady in too. She just joined on.
All right.
We may have a few others coming in to play, and we're grateful. I know that it's Saturday, but we're going to keep our end of the bargain. We said that we will be coming to you all 3 times a week, and we're going to extend it past the end of this month. We're going to go into the month of June. June is a great time to reach these goals that many of us have. So I have some of my team coming in, your team coming in. Let me get Minister Carol in. I think First Lady might have stepped away, but she'll be back. Look at the woman of God coming in. East Coast is in the house.
Hello.
Praise the Lord. I'm excited. I'm grateful to see all these faces. We'll have a few others coming in. I'm going to put this on the screen because this is what time it is all day, every day for us. We have an opportunity to give something away that is of immense value. If you really do the math, all you got to do is get a good calculator and count, and you'll know that we're giving you some value that literally, if you allow it, it's gonna bless your life. So let me see if I can pull it up. I want to see if I can pull it up. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Let me see if I can get this out for you real quick, because you deserve to know this. We are giving away a 6-day, 5-night stay, yes, in Cancun. We got Coach D, my mentor, is in the house. Praise the Lord. We're honored. It behooves us to follow the principles of my Lord, your Lord. And he said it this way: it's better to give than receive. We believe in the principle of sowing and reaping. And many times we're so always wanting someone to do something for us. We want them, to hear this or to do that. Well, we're going to give you something of value that's going to make it worth your time. We want to get your feedback. your feedback only. Really, it doesn't matter if you're going to be the person that's going to join the team or not. We just want your feedback. And in doing so, we have a website that you'll go to. We have a video that you'll watch. We have a survey that you'll take. That's about 15 questions in total. Altogether, I think that would take all of about 5 to 10 minutes max. And while you're doing that, you'll get on the calendar. And by doing so, we'll get you set up for Cancun. So we're excited about that. Minister Carolyn, we lost your camera. I'm not sure what button. There you go. It's back.
That's it. Amen. Thank you.
And First Lady, you need to get that camera on too, because I see you in the lobby, but your camera's not on, darling. So we'll do that. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, before I even start sharing the information, please go ahead and make sure that you text START right. No spaces in between the words to the number 888-532-2699. When you do that, you will get all the information you need to participate. And I promise you, it's going to be worth your time. Now, on that background, you all might see, do y'all see the little baby girl in the background? I think you all saw it. That's one of our nieces. We have so many nieces and nephews. Hard to keep up with them sometimes, but she makes this cute face, and it cracks me up. She did it on yesterday. I think the day before yesterday too. That's a trademark face, and I thought we would get your attention with that face because we're going to talk about it's yours if you want it. It's yours if you want it. That's our subject for tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start talking about some of the information that we need to get into the nitty gritty about. And ladies, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in a lobby, but don't go far away because I'm going to bring you right back, and then we're going to chop some of this up. So y'all stay close. I'm going to talk about this very quickly. Let's see if I can make it happen. And I'm also going to fix this so that you all can see the screen a little bit better. Yes, yes, and yes. Somebody put that in the comments. It's yours if you want it. But here's the question. Do you really want it, or do you just say you do? It's yours if you want it. Do you really want it, or do you just say you do? So many things, myself included, y'all. The proof is in the pudding. Good to see you there, Tanya. Thanks for chiming in. You know, we can say all kinds of things with our mouth, the language we use, so forth and so on. Some of us have been brought up and reared up in a faith tradition and such, and we've been around positive, motivational, personal development and all that. So we might know a little bit of the rhetoric. We might know a little bit of the right things to say, but we can make our mouths say anything, right? So it's not what we say with our mouths only that matters. It's some other things behind it. And we're going to get into the nitty gritty of that on tonight. So here's the question. It's yours if you want it, but do you really want it, or do you just say you do? I need to see somebody in the comments put that in there. Hashtag, do you really want it? Hashtag, do you really want it? So let's talk about some of the things we're talking about. Already I introduced you to this amazing promotion that we've been running, Team Joshua Generation. 5-night stay, y'all, guaranteed. In fact, later on, I'll share with you all a little video of one of our most recent recipients, who he and his beautiful wife, they've been to the destination. It's called the Fives. They're in Cancun. They so enjoyed themselves. They had a wonderful, amazing time, and thank God. Shout out to Niles and his beautiful wife. They recorded it, and we have their video testimony. And they enjoyed themselves, and I don't think it'll be any different from you. For you, it's no respect of persons. I mean, who doesn't enjoy the beautiful blue sky, that beautiful, I think it's turquoise water. I think that's the proper color for it. And I love the beach, period. And I did the beautiful rooms, and then the food, I mean, just out of this world. And let me tell you this, who doesn't enjoy getting something that's valued at $1,300 and paying less than $200 for it? I mean, what's the difficulty to enjoying that? So it's yours if you want it. Let's talk about it. Let's go deeper. Our goal as a team, Team Joshua Generation, our goal is simple. Our goal is to help create lives around the globe, in fact, that you don't need to take a vacation from. Too many of us are living the types of lives, back in the day, we used to call it living for the weekend. Well, there's 7 days in a week, y'all, and if all you get to do is enjoy 2 of them, something's wrong with that picture. So we want to create a life and a lifestyle that you don't have to keep escaping from over and over again. We want it to be built into the DNA, built into the fabric of what you do, because that's who you are. And Team Joshua Generation, part of Team Legacy, all of Trevorium as a whole, we believe in creating a different lifestyle. And we're going to be talking about that. You're going to hear about some of those testimonies. Now, here's a gentleman you got to get read up on. If you're not, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Amazon. Robert T. Kiyosaki. He said this among many other powerful things: knowing you need to make a change isn't enough. You've got to find the guts to do it. ID is very important. You got to ID that thing. You got to ID where you want to go. You got to ID where you are. You got to ID who you are. Everything needs to be identified. But just knowing those base elements are not enough. You still got to get some courage. You still got to get some heart. Still got to have some backbone. You still got to have some fortitude to go after what it is that God has put in front of you. Too many times I see so many people, so many of us at times in my own life where we're just waiting for something just to fall down out the atmosphere, waiting for it to fall down out the sky, fall down in our lap. Listen, even if you were looking for a job, you got to put in an application. Even if you were looking for a job, you got to at least, go online and put in a resume. Come on now. Nobody's going to call. Nobody's going to knock on your door. You're not going to get a doorbell ring if you've not taken any action. We got to make sure we have the guts, y'all, the moral fortitude, the courage of heart to do the thing that we know that we have the potential and the capacity to do. This was something that, it blessed me so. Came from a good friend of mine, Sean DeRoe. Shout out to Sean. Hey, Carol, it's good to see you, darling. He said this the other day. It was on Instagram, and I just copied, pasted, and wanted you guys to see it. Now, the words up on the top, this is how I describe it. I said, we can speak life what we want to, unless those words spoken are congruent with the right actions taken, then nothing changes until we do. Here's what Sean put in an illustration for us. As you look at those squares and the ones that are colored white in the background, he says you are, and look at how it illustrates. Now the ones with the white coloring on the inside, that's what you do, what we do. That's what we do. You notice he says you are what you do. You know the mistake we make. Here's what we make a mistake in thinking. This is our observation most of the time. We tend to think that we are what we say will do. But shout out to Sean, because he mastered this. He helps us to see it better. He illustrates here that we are not what we say we'll do. Too often we're saying we're going to do this. I've been talking about getting my six-pack back for a while now, but let me just tell you, you understand. So we got to make sure that we get out of this space where we just trick ourselves into believing because we said it or even because we wrote it, that alone is sufficient. No, we got to put some doing in that. Nike has made billions of dollars on that thing concerning doing. We got to do the thing, y'all. Somebody put that in the conversation. Put it in the comments real quick. Hashtag we got to do the thing. And spell it right. THANG, right? 2 G's on the end. We got to do the thing. Because we are, as Sean says, we are what we do, not just what we say we'll do. Now, let me go back to that slide because I don't want you to miss out on that for sure. And I'm skipping over them by accident. Robert T. Kiyosaki again. I could speak about this all day, but I do want to just properly illustrate very quickly this quadrant, 4 sections. You see the ones on the left and the ones on the right. In this left section, y'all, this is where we got to get out of. Now, most of us, not all, most of us spend a lot of our adult life there. Some of us spend our whole lives there. Some of us even die there. You don't want to do that. You might be born there, but you don't want to be one who's buried over there. Come on. You don't want to be buried on this left side. That's where the employee is. That's where even the self-employed is. Now, let me tell you something. 5% of the wealth is here on this side, but 95% of the population is on this side. That's the left side. On the left side, we get left. On the left side, we get leftovers. On the left side, there's nothing left to really go around. Everybody's in the same boat. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, living paycheck to paycheck. You miss a week or 2 or 3 of getting paid, you're in dire straits. That's the mindset and that's the positioning of those on the left side. Doesn't mean that they're not smart. In fact, they could be entirely smart. Doesn't mean that they don't work hard. In fact, they probably work a whole lot harder. And one of the things that we got to do is we got to get out this miseducation of thinking that just because you're working hard, that means you're going to, retire in a good position. There are people working very hard, extremely hard, 2 and 3 jobs, and they're still on a pathway to poverty. They're still in a position where they're not going to climb much further than they are on the economic threshold. So you got to make sure that you're in the right place, doing the right thing. And in this space on the left side, Robert Kiyosaki, he calls that the E and the S quadrant. Now, this S quadrant is higher than the E because they've gotten some skill sets from the E quadrant, and now they're doing it for themselves. Maybe they started that veterinarian office. Maybe they started the dental office or the restaurant. Maybe they put together some sort of CPA, whatever they're doing. They had a skill set. Now they're marketing it. They're branding it as their own. They learned what to do, and now they're doing it, and they're hiring others to help them do it. The problem is when they put their hand to the plow and they take their hands off, it still stops. All work stops. And as a result, when their hands are not on the wheel, it's back to square one again. So they're having to spend so much more time. In fact, many times a self-employed person spends much more time trying to get to where they want to go than working for someone else. And they have so much more responsibility. Before they were wearing one hat, now they're wearing 100 hats. And if no one else shows up, they have to be there on site. And then they have to watch the cash register because you never know who you hire and what they're doing. And they could be pulling the carpet out from under you. So shout out to all the self-employed people out there. Listen, you're making things happen, but we're going to share with you there is a better way. According to Robert T. Kiyosaki, he brings out this business owner system. That's B quadrant. And then the I quadrant is investor. I'll just talk very quickly. On the right side, y'all, put this in the comments. Hashtag the right side is the right side. Hashtag the right side is the right side. Why is the right side? Because although on the left side, 5% of the wealth is there and 95% of the population is there, it's very crowded on the left. But on the right side, you got plenty of room. Why? Because it's only 5% of the population is there, but 95% of the wealth is on the right side because they're not building their wealth based upon clocking in and clocking out on a clock. In fact, they don't even own a clock. It might be a Rolex. Well, I don't know. But the thing of it is this. They're getting paid in their sleep. They're not getting paid just because they went to work. Their work is working for them. And one of the things we're going to share with you in this particular presentation is how to get a turnkey system where you're owner of a business, and that business is a system, excuse me, a system that works for you even when you're not necessarily directly working it yourself. You're going to see the benefit of that, I promise you. And then to be in a position where you can take the fruit of your labor in the business system and then take that and begin to invest it in very wise investments, and your money will begin to make money for you very quicker, more rapidly than you can ever do on your own. So let's move through this. It's very important that you get that. I didn't tell you the name of it. I think I should have told you the name. It's called the Cash Flow Quadrant, Robert T. Kiyosaki. Look it up on Amazon, grab it on YouTube at the same time. Then let's not forget Mr. Warren Buffett. Come on now. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. How many of you know that to be true? Hopefully it's not you, but you've seen some people that they thought they were going to live happily ever after, but that ever after have never seen to come, because even after putting in 20, 30 years, sometimes more, there's always something in corporate America. There's always a carpet that's being snatched from under somebody who got caught in a bad position because the rules kept changing. They kept moving this or moving that. It's always dangling the carrot. And then when you get to the end of the race, you find out that you're starting all over again. And you go from one career to the next career to the next career. And sometimes it's just a wild goose chase. So Mr. Warren Buffett, he believes in a principle and that is called residual income. And we want to introduce you to that on today. Not only that, but we want to tell you that multiple streams of income, my friend, is no longer a luxury. It is definitely guaranteed a necessity. I promise you this, if you're watching this, you have an internet bill, you probably have a cell phone bill, quite sure you also have insurance. I hope you have some in different levels, from health to automobile to, come on now, talk back to me, life insurance and all that type of stuff. You probably have either a mortgage or rent, right? And you have all these, and then we haven't even touched, you still got to eat, right? We haven't even touched that. So you got all these residual bills. That means they're coming in month after month, whether you like them or not. You could be laid up in a hospital bed, but guess what? The bills are going to keep coming. See, just like you're getting charged residually, you should be being rewarded residually, but there is no reward, listen to me, where you do not have seed in the ground in the area necessary to create residual income. So let's talk about this. This great visionary you see in front of me, he and his wife, Mr. and Mrs. Hart, they have created a way for all of us to tap in. It's called Travorium to this. Listen to this. It's powerful. A better life requires a better way. Somebody put that in the comments. Hashtag a better life requires a better way. That is the motto of the company. And he created this company, he and his wife, Adela, some 10 years ago. They have literally changed lives around the globe. Now, they were already quite wealthy for themselves. And it's one thing to be wealthy for yourself, but the real power is when you can empower others to get to where you are. Say it again. The real power is when you can empower others to get to where you are, or even further for that matter, because this is a company and this is an opportunity that believes in empowerment. It believes in wealth creation. It believes in the type of way that if you invest, then you're going to see returns on that, not just here and there, but on a residual basis. And it will be life-changing if you put enough into it. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. And this has all come to play in the area of travel. The area of travel. Why? Because travel is a multi-trillion-dollar industry, longest standing industry on the planet, one of the largest industries on the planet, and I believe the most attractive industry on the planet. I mean, what could be more attractive than travel? I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there that people are doing, and I've done some of it myself, from insurance. Shout out to all the agents out there. I have a license, and all that. It's not my thing, really. It's not as attractive. It's kind of, depending upon your mindset, but nonetheless, it's a lot of people doing very well in areas of insurance and all of that. Some are out there and they're doing things in the areas of health and wellness. Shout out to all the health and wellness gurus making it happen, helping people to get back in shape, lose weight, get their energy. All that's so important. And I know the value of health, and that, if that's gone, then, what else is really going to matter, so forth and so on. There are some with jewelry and cosmetics, and you name it, is clothing. There's a lot of, but those are billion-dollar industries, guys. Please don't mistake this. When I said travel, I did not say a multi-billion-dollar industry. I said a multi-trillion-dollar industry. T for travel, right? So all those are great industries that I mentioned. Those are billion-dollar industries. We are in a multi-trillion-dollar industry. In fact, it's already $8 trillion a year being spent in travel, but it is projected over the next 10 years to go from 8 to as high as $12 trillion. And I know you were thinking about this past 2 years behind us or so, COVID, shutdown, lockdown. Do you know that our company grew through COVID as a travel company? I'm gonna say it again. We grew as a company straight through COVID, and we have no information showing in any kind of way that we're slowing down. In fact, we're growing faster now as a company than we have ever grown before. But if you track our record for the past 10 years, every single year without question, you've seen nothing but one the next year breaking the previous year, so forth and so on. So I'm amazed at what's happening in this. And I think that you all should take a great look at why travel is the best space to be in. You don't have to headlock anybody. You don't have to throw anybody down the stairs to get their attention. This is the type of thing that people want to do. In fact, you can't get anybody to get on a plane that didn't want to get up there. I'm gonna say it again. You can't get anybody to get on a cruise ship that didn't want to get out there. You can't make anybody go to Vegas. That's called kidnapping. If they didn't want to go, they're not going. So it's the type of thing either they do or they don't. And more people want to travel now than ever before in their lifetime. And I think it has a lot to do with what's going on, what did go on the past 2 years. People are making up their mind. They want to see the world. They want to see something different. They want to see something new. But have you looked at the prices lately? They have also escalated, just like the price of bread, just like, oh my God, a jug of milk, a gallon, right? Just like, oh Lord, a gallon of gas. Man, just like those prices have gone up, so have the prices in travel. And if ever you needed some discounts before, man, you sure do need them now. And we're going to be talking about why Travorium is so special in this process. So let's look at this very quickly. Again, I've already shared with you the CEO who's put all this together. Tens of millions of dollars have been paid out in commissions over the past 10 years. We're a global company operating in more than 60 nations strong. We've even had record-breaking years like 2019, where we had more than 400% annual growth. Take a look at how most people travel. Most people, there are 5 quick ways I'll share with you. 5 quick ways most people travel. Most people travel when they travel by paying ridiculously high retail prices. I want somebody to put this in the comments very quickly. Hashtag pay no more retail. Hashtag pay no more retail. You've been robbed long enough. And I know you keep getting these, I'll call them rinky-dink coupons in the mail and sometimes in your email as well, whether it's digital or physical, it's all the same. They'll try to entice you with something like a 10% off, 15% off, even a 20, 25% off, but they've already jacked up the prices in the first place, and you're not winning. Whether you go with one company or the next, they're all a part of the same 2 families, Priceline and Expedia. Those 2 companies, Priceline and Expedia, 85% of all the other companies are owned by those 2. And if you've gotten one price, you've gotten the other guys, and they really have monopolized this industry. Keep this in mind. They are multi-billion-dollar companies alone. Those 2 household names have literally changed travel as we know it, and it's all because of their marketing. It has nothing to do with what they own, because here's what they don't own. They don't own not a single rental car. They don't own not a single cruise ship. They don't even own not a single resort or hotel room for you to stay in. All they do is they market online, and they have done an amazing job. I must say that. But here's what they do. They use the internet, and they insert themselves as the middle person. And then whenever there's a middle person, guys, there's a commission being paid, and that makes the price do what? Go up. So we're going to show you how to avoid those middle persons. We're going to show you how to knock out commissions. In fact, they don't want you to know this. Priceline doesn't want you to know this. Expedia doesn't want you to know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because you deserve to know this. They're going to charge retail prices, whether they use the coupon or not. They're still going to make that commission that they make. And they, listen carefully, they have become 2 of the fastest growing. They are 2 of the top companies online today, Expedia and Priceline. They have become multi-billion-dollar corporations simply because you don't know this information. So here's what you want to do. You want to eliminate that middle person, and we're going to show you how to do it. How do most people travel? Number 2, I keep skipping over this. They run up credit cards. My Lord, get out of there. Get that plastic out of your hand. We're going to show you how to never again put that vacation or that getaway on credit, because when you put it in credit, it's almost like you're putting it in concrete. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're paying for that getaway, and then because you're paying interest on that thing, by the time you pay that interest, in a lot of cases, you could have gone twice, sometimes 3 times, right? And then you could have taken some extras with you. So we want to show you how to eliminate the need to use any credit card when you're using credit. In fact, if you're the type who's an entrepreneur, we could show you how to use this opportunity to begin one at a time to knock every credit debt that you have, every credit card debt that you have, to knock it down and to knock it out. Come on, somebody put that in the comments. Mama said knock you out. Yeah, that's credit card. Knock that credit card debt right on out. Number 3, y'all, how do most people travel when they travel? They pay enormous prices for timeshares. My God, I've had some horrible stories that I've heard, even had my own. We were paying $379 a month, Kendra and I, on our credit card, not on credit card, on our timeshare. And that was the mortgage and the maintenance fee. And that was whether we used it or not. We used it about twice a year, because we used to be able to get it more frequently, and then they changed all the rules. Then you can hardly get it at all, other than the week that you had and maybe one extra time in that year. Well, we found out that in this program, the same thing we were paying a mortgage and a maintenance fee on, those properties are in this program, and we stayed at that property that we were paying a mortgage on, same everything. We stayed there, and we paid $59 for the whole week. No mortgage, no maintenance fee. You do the math and let me know how that works out. Number 4, how do most people travel when they travel? They stay with other folk. Now, here's what we need to tell you. Don't do that so often, and don't do it when you do it. Stay so long. People like to be hospitable, but they don't want you to overstay. You're welcome. So here's how you do that. You go into town, you get the nice hotel that you wanted to stay at. You've always wanted to stay there anyway. Here's what you do. Get that 5-star hotel, or resort, but with Travorium, you don't have to pay a 5-star price with the 5-star hotel. In fact, we're going to show you how to get a 5-star hotel for a 1-star price, and even better yet, we'll show you how to get it for free. And that's exactly what we meant. Free is free. And then number 5, how do most people travel? I believe, my friends, that this is the most tragic thing and the most tragic means in which people travel. Here's the answer: they don't. They just keep on dreaming. And that's all they do. And they never open their eyes and see anything different than the room around them. And I think that is so tragic. So many people that had plans, that had dreams, had ideas of places that they wanted to go when they retired, when the kids were grown, when that was paid off. Listen, life is too short and uncertain it is. And we need to be able to live while we're alive. I'm going to say it again. We need to be able to live while we are alive. And I believe in the afterlife. I believe in eternal life. I believe in John 3:16. I'm a recipient of it. However, I do know that he also made us this promise, that we might have life and that we might have it more abundantly. So I say to you, my friend, that you should start living even now, and you should continue dreaming. But with Travorium, you will be able to dream with your eyes wide open. So let's quickly get into what we're going to do differently for you. I really want you to take some notes. I really want you even to ask some questions. I really want you to get with the person that shared this presentation with you. Here's the importance of it, because these 3 things that you see on your screen, it can change your life. Here's what we have mastered. We're not just good at it. We've mastered it. Number 1, we've mastered how to travel at substantially discounted prices. And when we say substantially discounted prices, Carol, we're talking about prices that are different from what they've seen on the coupon, in the mail, or even in the email. We're talking about up to 70% off, guys. Number 2, we're going to show you, we've mastered this, how to travel for free. Several times a year, every year, you should be traveling for free. We want to show you how to do that. This is a part of our program. It's one of my favorite parts, in fact. And number 3, well, here's my most favorite part. We're going to show you how to get paid to travel. As you go, wherever you go, I mean, whether it's Greece, whether it's Thailand, whether it's Dubai, whether it's San Diego, Miami, Chicago, Vegas, no matter where it is, Paris, no matter what you have on your horizon, what's on your bucket list, no matter where it is that you wanted to go, we're going to show you how to go, but we're going to show you how to get paid in your going. So let me give you a few examples, and then I'm going to get ready, not too long, to get my guests in position. These are the types of getaways that I'm talking about that you should have in your repertoire, in your inventory, to be able to go to a place like Cabo San Lucas and stay for 8 days, 7 nights, and pay as little as the tax, y'all. $0.00. You pay the tax, and we'll be satisfied with that. These are the types of things you should be able to do. You should be able to go to Orlando, Florida, see Mickey, Denny, Daffy, Donald, and everybody else, the whole crew, Minnie, and you should be able to stay $1 a night, y'all, in a platinum suite, a one-bedroom platinum, a one-bedroom suite on our platinum price, on our platinum platform, will be as little as $1 a night plus tax. I'm getting tongue-tied because I was talking about Daffy and Minnie and all them. Canary Islands, y'all, platinum price, y'all. You pay the tax. We're satisfied with that. I mean, the retail rate, I'm quite sure that you can go Expedia Priceline, look up that same destination and pay $1,800, $1,900, $2,100 for the week. But we're telling you with this program, just cover the tax. We'll be satisfied with that. Then we have the world tours, y'all. I'm going to move quickly. We have 100+ world tours a year now. And we're talking about some of the most beautiful places, exotic places, wonderful places you'll want to go. And look at some of the prices. I'm going to move through these quickly. New York is in the house. 5 days, 4 nights. These are not daily rates, y'all. This is for the duration of your stay there. Spain, this is just one example. $40, y'all. Not even $40 a night. And that includes the food and the drinks, y'all. Austria, the same thing. Colombia, the same thing. And we're not talking about East Coast. Tyree, good to see you, darling. Breakfast included. 5 days, 4 nights. Guys, we're talking about as low as $1. Tell me a place where you can stay for $1. You can't stay at your house for $1. You got to leave. Listen, these are the types of places. Italy, y'all. Rome it is. They say when in Rome, do as the Romans do. We'll find out because we're only going to pay as low as $149. This is 5 days, 4 nights, breakfast included. Jamaica, y'all. I love it. I get excited. We went there in June of last year. 60+ members on our team, strong. All the food, all the drink included. And should I say all the fun? All that was included too. Our team, we did everything from, as you see, horseback riding. We did the private yacht excursion. We did some shopping excursions. We did dining under the moonlight. Oh, man. You name it, we did it. Listen, $59 per person. Everybody else there, guys, they were paying in the neighborhood between $1,500 to $2,000 per person for the week. And we, come on, guys, you do the math. Get your calculator. Italy, Milan, y'all, $399. Miami, Florida, $399. 5 days, 4 nights. Portugal, guys, $249. Singapore, guys, 5 days, 4 nights. You will not get this anywhere else like this. Now, our world tours, let me be clear. Our world tours are of so much more value than just the getaway itself, because now you also have the camaraderie, the fellowship of the fun of being around other like-minded individuals in the company as a travel club member. And many of them may be connected to you as members in your team. There are people in our group that have brought their family in, as much as 24 family members going to places just like this every year when they go, and tearing the roof off, y'all, having the type of fun that every family should have every single year. This is the new level of a family reunion, y'all. This is family reunion style in this millennial. Listen, guys, look at Tenerife, Spain, 4-star resort, breakfast included, dinner, breakfast and dinner included. You're not going to get this anywhere else. $99. Man, what could you do for $99? You can't even get a good pair of shoes for $99. And we're sharing with you, once you see that again, that's Thailand, y'all. Listen, you better make sure you understand what I'm saying. Beachfront cottage, 4-star resort, 7 days, 6 nights, price as low as $1. And yes, this one did sell out, but we got some more. So you might want to get with us and get that in. Mexico, guys, 5 days, 4 nights, price as low as $40. New Orleans, we'll be there this summer, y'all. Shout out to the crew that's going to meet us there in New Orleans. We're very excited about that. 5 days, 4 nights, $399. A lot of these opportunities that we go to, we'll have hundreds of people on our team there this summer, and we'll have some of the most powerful motivational speaking, personal development, and all of that type of stuff that we need to improve our lives as a whole. All of that's going to be a part of the package, guys. It's life-changing. We're talking about transformation. We're telling you that a better life does require a better way, and we found it. Italy, guys, the Malaga, Spain, Morocco, the motherland is calling our name. 5 days, 4 nights, $329. Cozumel again, $38. Where can you stay? $40 a night with all food, all drinks included. Dubai. Let me pause there for just a moment. Pastor Richard, my beloved cousin, good to see you, man. Where can you go for $1? and stay at a 5-star resort, waterfront property. Yeah, you're going to get some water on the front, all right. They're going to throw some water in your face if you try to walk in anywhere asking for some breakfast. What time is breakfast? And I'm here, I'm checking in. Go ahead, try to check in for $1 and see what happens. But you can do that in Dubai, y'all, of all places, when you are part of the Trevorium platform. Not only that, Tanzania, the motherland again, is calling our name. And you got to see this one more again. Take a look. Punta Cana, that's what time it is. $38 per person per night. And we're telling you all food, all drinks are included. Let me just pause for a moment again. When we say all food, all drinks, we mean all food, all drinks. And these are exotic restaurants. You name a type of food, whether it's Indian, whether it's Thai, whether it's Chinese, whether it's Mexican, Italian. I mean, they have so many different types of fine cuisine of the highest caliber, guys. And you'll be able to wine and dine in those types of places all day, every day. And that's included, $40 a day. And that's not an additional to, that includes the lodging at the same time. I'm telling you, this is the type of stuff that you need in your life. Athens, Greece. I'm getting mixed up here. Athens, Greece. And I think I might have passed it up. Here we go. We'll be there. Shout out to all of our amazing family and friends that are going to meet us in Paris this summer. Kendra and I can't wait to see y'all there. We'll meet you in front of the Eiffel Tower. That's what time it is. We'll be ready to meet you there. So, guys, we're very excited about all this. Here's what I want to do. I could go on and talk more about all of these wonderful things, but let me just summarize this. It's yours if you want it. We have a travel club that will match the investment that you make on a monthly basis on the level of membership. And that's important because if you're putting your money in a bank and a credit union and you put it there for a month or 2 or 6 or 7, what is it going to be after that duration? It's going to be the same thing that you started with. With us, your money is going to double, guys. We'll give you access to over 2,000 destinations around the world where you can pay pennies on a dollar for 8 days and 7 night stays. You'll be able to take 2 to 3 vacations and getaways every single year. Guys, it's yours if you want it. We even have the opportunity to give you a $100 travel club credit, and you can use that on online shopping, dining, and entertainment. Every single month, you'll be able to take care of the legal tax deductions that you should already be utilizing. And I'm telling you, that's going to save you thousands of dollars. And then we have a referral program that's out of this world where you can earn as much as $3,200 of free travel every single year just using our very simple referral program. And then last but not least, guys, I don't know if you're the type of person that you need to supplement your income and start some of that residual income, or if you need to replace some of that income altogether. Whatever the case is, we believe you should start doing something that's going to build it for your last name and build it for those who you want to leave an inheritance for. And if that's you, that means you believe in winning big by helping others. And that's what we say to you is yours if you want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get our crew back in position. I'm going to get Prophetess Michelle. I'm going to get Minister Carolyn. And I still don't see First Lady, but so we'll leave her out for now. But ladies, we covered quite a bit of information. I wanted to get it out as quickly as I could. I wanted to leave a few moments to hear from you. Is here if we want it. Minister Carol, if you'll open up your mic for us and tell us what stands out the most for you, my dear, that it is here if we want it. What stands out the most for you?
Well, what stands out the most for me is that you got to want it. It's yours if you want it, but you got to want it.
Mm-hmm.
I found myself, because I'm a newbie. So it's a whole lot of stuff I just don't know. So I find myself going online and learning and looking at different things and trying to get an understanding. And when I missed a day, I think 2 days of doing it, because I work also 8 hours a day and I get up early and get home late. Sometimes I'm tired. So I missed a couple of days. And I had to ask myself the question when I finally got back online. I said, well, wait a minute, Carol, is this something you really want? Do you really want it?
Come on.
And I had to ponder that for a second. And I said, well, yeah, I do really want it.
Yeah.
Right? Because I've always wanted to travel.
Come on.
But I got to do something. I can't just say I want it.
Mm.
I got to act like I want it.
Come on now.
So the question becomes, it's yours if you want it.
Mm.
Well, it's mine.
Hey,
It's mine because I want it.
hey.
All I need to know now is the steps that I need to take so that I can get it.
Yes,
And that's why I'm on here tonight.
absolutely. I love your spirit. It's so invigorating. There
Praise
are
the Lord.
so many people at a retirement age. Shout out to everybody who is bound to retire in the next 5 years, who never really took the time intentionally to go after what they wanted. They were always
Mhm.
doing something for someone else. They were always building something for a company name or whatever their career path was, which is great. That's fine and dandy. But we know that there have been so many hundreds of thousands, perhaps I should say probably millions by now over the past 10, 15 years, who have found out the hard way it's not always a good ending. Building for
No,
everybody else at the expense of yourself, and then coming to a point where we never get to do what we wanted to do in our own dreams. But this company gives
Mhm.
us an opportunity to get our lives back, and I'm grateful that you're one of those persons.
Amen. Amen. I am too. I'm looking forward to the travel.
Yes,
Something I've always wanted to do it, and being saddled into a job. And I don't get me wrong too. I love my job. I get a
yeah,
little bit of money,
yeah,
but it doesn't give me the opportunities to
right,
do the things that I want to do. It
yes,
doesn't give me the time even to do the
yes.
things I want to do. They give you vacation, but you
Hmm.
can't take it when you feel like it sometimes.
Come
Sometimes you
on,
have to be in a rotation,
right,
and you can't just take it when you wanna. And I
right.
want to be in a place, I'm at an age now where I want to be in a place of my life where when I want to take a vacation, I can just say, well, okay,
Let's do
this
it.
is what I want to do, and this is where I want to go.
Right,
Who want to come with me?
right, right. And not asking
You
permission.
know, not asking permission.
That's it. That's it. I
So
love it. We're gonna
I'm
come.
going in that direction, and I'm loving it myself, sir.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna come right
Hmm.
back to you, Prophetess Michelle. When you've heard the phrase, "It's yours if you want it," and all the information that you know about the company, you had some downtime, and then you came right back. You never cut off your membership. You came right back. Talk to us about the value that you know that this company gives to people.
Well, the value that this company gives to people, as you just said, Pastor Mel, is that it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. He just said I had some downtime. Yes, I did. But one thing that I did find in the value of this company was family. Family that sticks together, family that helps one another, and family that never gives up on each other. And that is one of the greatest values in this company because we're all here for each other. They always tell you you in it for yourself, but not by yourself. And that is one of the greatest things that I love about this. But one thing I do want to say is, we asked the question, it's yours if you want it. It brings me back to what a teacher once told me. They always told me, when you start out school, you have 100 and you keep that 100 if you want it. So, I mean, I thought about that the other day and I said, you know what? I said, Trevorium, it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I can make it 100% mine or 10% mine. But which one do I really want?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? I want 100%. This week, I had the opportunity to be out for a whole week at a resort. At the same resort that I know that I've been going to for years. And I thought about it. I said, wow, to be able to go to a resort that I've been going to for years, that at this time in my life, I could go to for pennies on the dollar, rather than paying, like Pastor Mel said, the maintenance fees and, all the other fees come along with it.
Yes.
But I can tell you that time away
Mm-hmm.
was so relaxing. And I said, you know what? I want this.
Mm.
I want this. I could do this for the rest of my life. I could travel from resort to resort for the rest of my life. I want to be the next Deborah Taylor.
Come on now.
you know. And so I'm just so excited because this company gives you that opportunity to live from resort to resort. You don't have to live in, you know what? My friend Tanya Evans told us the other day. She said, change your area code.
Yes.
I mean, no, she said change your
Zip code. Mm-hmm.
Zip
change
code.
your zip code. And I'm telling you, I'm ready to change my zip code. My zip code will no longer be 78109. My zip code will now be USA.
Hey.
It will be Italy. It will
No
be
limits.
INDIA. Yes.
It will be whatever country I want it to be. That is my zip code.
I love it. I love it. Let me tell you the power of what you're saying, because we have so many people who are part of our travel team, and they, you know, some like shout out to Danny and shout out to some of the ambassadors out of France and Europe. They've literally, for the past 12 months, they've switched up 6 months here, 3 months there, 3 months there. So they've changed residences several times in the year because they have enough money that they've made, that they are making residually every single month. And as they're growing their business and they're enjoying their travels, they get to determine, where do I want to spend my time for the next 3 months? Where do I want to park my tent for the next 6 months? And when I say tent, I'm talking about these resorts that you've seen. Where do I want to be for the summer or the winter? And when you have the opportunity to do that, and you're not restricted and held down because if I'm not here, if I'm not there, then that's living on a whole different level. And this is a company that gives everyday ordinary people to do that. But that's only if you understand this, it's yours. If you want it. So ladies, don't go away, because I want y'all to give us some closing comments. But before I do that, I'm going to share with them a couple of quick videos. The first video that I'm going to share with them comes from a dear friend who got back a couple of weeks ago, him and his wife, Tyree. I think Tyree, if you're still on the line, Tyree, let us know in the comments if you're still on the line. I'm going to put this testimonial up of your husband, and he gets me laughing every time because of the excitement. It just, you know, when you see people smile and happy, it kind of does something for you. It lifts your spirits, and that certainly did it with me every time I looked at it. So this is his testimonial from Cancun. He already received the same thing. If you're watching this, he received the same thing you're going to receive if you go ahead and take the necessary action. It's yours if you want it. 6 days, 5 nights at the same resort in Cancun. Text the word "Start Right," no spaces in between, to 888-532-2699. It's yours if you want it. Hear from Minister Niles.
2022, May 16th, 15th. Your boys in Cancun, Mexico. This is how we doing this thing here. This is how we doing it. This is how they doing it. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy, and then the boy kind of love me right here. I'm trying to tell you that the boy kind of love me. And I'm trying to tell you, boy, if God ain't good, I'm going to tell you something now. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. God ain't good. Everything ain't good. Look at it. I'm trying to little bit of that. Yeah. They turn around, boy, they did the boy right good right here. Look at it. Pastor Key, thank you there, Pastor Key. Pastor Key, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Man, you tell Mama Mary I said thank you. Tell her she can throw me on the bus anytime. That's short preview. More to come.
I just love it. He sent several more videos. I won't share those, but I am going to share an overall general video of the whole resort and several other testimonials. But guys, if you're watching this, if any of our team members have shared this with you, let me impress this upon you. We are not trying to get anything from you. We're trying to get something to you. We're not even looking to lock arms with anybody and everybody. We're particularly looking for a particular type of person. And that type of person is in these 3 areas. 1, the type of person who wants to travel at substantially discounted prices on a regular basis. And number 2, the person who wants to travel for free. And number 3, the person who wants to get paid to travel. If that's not you, listen, share
That's
it with
me.
somebody
That's
else.
me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Yay.
Come on
In
now.
the house right here. Right here.
How good
Okay.
is it to get paid in your city?
Yes. Come on. Traveling too.
That's
Just
the
get paid to
name of
travel.
what we do.
Come on.
So I'm going to share one more video with you, and this is going to be our world tours. I want you all to see our world tours because this is what we have available, guys. Pennies on a dollar. You'll be able to travel with some of the most amazing people that you'll meet on this planet from different continents. I mean, we have family now and friends in different places of the world that we would have never otherwise known. I'm telling you, God is doing an amazing thing. Shout out to all of our international team in 60 plus nations. We are glad to be connected. Take a look at this world tour video. And if you're watching this, put it in the comments, the world tour that most touches your heart. Take a look. All right. Well, that's going to be a wrap. Ladies, I want to thank you for sharing some quality time together. I want y'all to give us any closing comments you might want to share with someone that you're going to share this to. And I want to say in your behalf, Minister Carolyn, Prophet Michelle, if they reach out to you, if anyone is connected to either one of those ladies, it behooves you to get in touch with them quickly. I would tell you this, they are serious about seeing the world, going some new places, meeting some new faces. And I would encourage you to very quickly get your free complimentary Cancun trip, but let that just be the beginning and the beginning of things to come for either one of them. So ladies, let me go with Minister Carolyn. If you have any words to close with.
I'm just super excited. You know, I know the word of God that comes to my spirit right now is go ye there. Love the fact that it's residual income. I love the fact that I'm going to be able to travel twice in a year. Yes. I love that. So I haven't been able to travel every other year. Right. A timeshare that I have to pay maintenance on. I'm willing to pay that timeshare off.
Yes.
And go into all the world and spread the gospel and spread the good news and spread love and spread joy and peace and enjoy life, the life that God said that we would have more abundantly. So
Yeah.
I'm grateful. This is a privilege for me. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be a part of this team. And as Prophetess said, a part of this family, Prophetess Michelle, a part of this family. And we are family. And I'm so, excited about that. And to be able to go on these world tours and connect with people. I mean, being a single person, I would be traveling basically by myself. So it'd be nice to be around people like-minded. So I won't really be by myself.
You won't.
I won't really be by myself. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the opportunity. I invite anybody who wants to travel, who always wanted to, think they want to, might want to venture out and go to Budapest.
Come
or
on
go to
now.
Greece.
Come on now.
Or go to Thailand, or go to
Come
Italy, or come and go to Spain. I'm going to these places. Okay, I'm going. And I would love for you to come with me. So the door is open. All you got to do is walk right on in. Like Pastor Mel said, just give a call. Give me a call. I might not have the answers because I keep saying I am a newbie, because I am. I haven't even been in the business a week.
Right.
But I tell you, I'm excited. I'm getting my feet wet. And Pastor Mel is available.
Yes.
He will walk us through this. Okay,
Yes.
so come on in. All you got to do is come on in. If it's yours, if you want it.
If you want it. I love it, Minister Carol. Thank you so much. Dr. Anthony Jackson, good to see you, sir. Prophetess Michelle, close us out, darling.
Wow. Minister Carolyn, all I got to tell you is stick and stay. Stick and stay, and you're going to get every desire of your heart. I believe she was quoting that scripture. She was saying, go ye therefore and teach all nations. All we want to do is teach you how to have some fun, teach you how to live, teach you how to make money in your sleep. We just want to teach you. And once you're taught, trust me, you're going to want to teach somebody else. But all I can say is, you know what? I'm ready. I'm willing, and I know I am able. And I just am ready to enjoy this life we call Travorium. You see, Travorium is not just a company. Travorium is a lifestyle. See, Travorium is not a company. Travorium is a lifestyle. And once you get that in your heart, that Travorium is a lifestyle, then there is nothing you won't do to have what you say you want.
That's right. That's it. Prophetess, much love to both of you, women of God. I'm going to put this video out on, and we'll close out. I'll take you off the screen from there. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Good night.
Love you, Mr. Carol.
Be careful out there, y'all. There's a lot of wrecks on those roads, so be careful behind the wheel if you'll do that for us. Amen.
Enjoy this Memorial Day. And I do want to say, going out, thank you to all the veterans. We love you. We thank you for your service.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ladies.
God bless you.
I've always worked hard. I've always wanted to produce. I've always wanted to take care of my family. I've always been a guy willing to put in the hours. I think most people are like me. But I remember my grandfather, a very successful entrepreneur and businessman, he came to me one day and he said, David, you got to learn to shut down. You got to learn to get away. You have to focus on family and have experiences in your life. If you don't, you're going to leave an empty life. I took my grandfather's advice to heart. So I began to experience and travel, and it was amazing. I remember inviting people to do the same and have more experiences out of life, but for a variety of reasons they couldn't. And I thought it shouldn't be this way. My grandfather was right. People need to get away. People need to experience more. So I decided to solve this problem. That's why I started Travorium, a company that could help anyone realize the dream to see the world.
Welcome to Travorium, a radical new concept in travel. Our membership allows almost anyone from any walk of life an opportunity to see the world. Travorium brings people together, leveraging the numbers of travelers for incredible rates. Every month, we award our members travel points that can be used in our world tours and getaways. You choose the path, you gain the benefits, and you tour the world. With our Travorium Getaway platform, you can use your points to buy down the rate at over 2,000 resorts across the globe for your individual trip preference. With our premium membership, you can book these stays for a week long in a one-bedroom suite for as little as $1 per night after points applied. But our travel points also give you access to life-changing experiences with our World Tours platform. Every year, our team of experts plan multiple world tours to some of the most sought-after locations on the globe, where we plan activities, parties, self-development trainings, and dinners exclusively for our members. Most people can't spend the time, money, or effort in putting together a trip of this magnitude. And the best part is that our world tours bring together like-minded people from all across the globe, allowing you to meet, learn, bond, relax, explore, laugh, and enjoy life with other members of the Trivorium family. Each trip creates an incredible experience that cannot be purchased online, memories that will last for a lifetime, and friendships that can transcend continents. It will leave you counting down the moments to the next one. Our membership also gives you access to our private booking engine, where you can save up to 50% on hotels, cruises, resorts, rental cars, and activities. And if traveling and seeing the world sounds exciting, we also invite you to partner with us. You can earn an income doing what you love, allowing you to turn passion into profit and adventure into a way of life.